Good morning, my fellow veterans. Veterans Day gives all Americans a special opportunity to pay tribute to all those men and women who, throughout our history, have left their homes and loved ones to serve our country. Today, 107 years ago, on the 11th hour, on the 11th day of the 11th month, the fighting in World War I ended. Because of the end of this war, November 11 became a universally recognized day of celebration. In some countries, it's called Remembrance Day. Here in America, it's called Veterans Day. The day was originally declared Armistice Day, 8 years after the end of World War I, and honored only veterans of that specific war. Then in 1954, after World War II and the Korean War, it was renamed Veterans Day as we know it today, to honor all veterans who served America in war and defend democracy. So today we honor all veterans who unselfishly placed their lives on the line for our freedom. Every member from the United States Army, United States Marine Corps, the United States Navy, United States Air Force, United States Space Force, and the United States Coast Guard, and those who served in other militaries across the world, thank you for your service. Thank you for the example you set during your time in service and the example you set after your service as a veteran. I feel honored to be counted as one of you today. The service members who will be honored today come from all walks of life, but they share several fundamental qualities. They possess courage, pride, determination, selflessness, and a dedication to duty and integrity. These are all qualities needed to serve a cause larger than oneself. My own journey started 38 years ago and is still going. Spanning more than 38 years in 2 different countries, I served in both the Army and the Air Forces of South Africa and United States. I have been involved in joint training with many other militaries across the world, and what I have learned over the last 38 years is that soldiers are the same all over the world. As a 19-year-old boy, I had to lead other 18-year-old boys into combat. After the first battle, none of us were boys anymore, and war changed our lives forever. Today we are seeing many veterans, each one with his or her own story and experiences. And although we all have our different stories and experiences, we all feel the strong bond of being brothers and sisters. This bond will remain with a veteran until he or she completes their mission on Earth. Whether you've been in combat or not, your contribution as a veteran cannot be measured. Every single one of us had an important role to play in making a success of our mission and to keep our country safe. And today, all over the world, we celebrate the contributions of every veteran. All those who served in uniform deserved our nation's thanks. The reason we thank veterans is because they gave us something that is beyond our power to repay, and that is the freedoms we have in this country. President Coolidge once said, "The nation who forgets its defenders will be itself forgotten." And President Reagan once said that nothing is more important to the soul of America than remembering and honoring those who gave of themselves to that what all might enjoy the fruits of peace and liberty. This is why we honor the brave men and women on this day who ensured our liberty by their service. When we remember and thank our veterans, we remember that sacrifices were not in vain. Veterans above anyone else know the price of freedom. They suffered the scars of war. And with this, I want to make a special mention to our disabled veterans. Some of us came back from war without scars, but others came back with physical and emotional scars. To our disabled veterans, we as a nation cannot even get to the point where we thank you enough for what you have experienced and endured after your service. You are always in our thoughts and prayers, and we pray that you will find comfort in your struggles. There is a saying that soldiers do not fight what is in front of them. They are fighting for what is behind them. With this, I want to bring a big thank you to all the loved ones who supported us from behind during our time of service. Our families made huge sacrifices during our time in service. After this message, life will go on. People will go their own way, continue with their lives, but I sure hope that we will never forget the sacrifices made by our country's veterans. To the civilian population, please remember our veterans, and at every opportunity you get, thank them for their service. And for those of you who think of becoming a soldier, take a moment to reflect of what that means. War is not glamorous, but good men and women need to stand up and answer the call. Becoming a soldier is a calling, it's not a job. And if you feel that calling, we will be honored to have you join in our 1% of our population who answer this call. In the word of the Psalms, the Lord shall preserve thine going out and coming in from this time forth and even forevermore. May God bless our veterans, and may God bless the United States of America. Thank you.